I keep gushing over this game, but like this is Breath of the Wild 2.0, but like this is exactly what you'd want in Breath of the Wild 2.0. Like Breath of the
I was
Wild,
saying
but
in my review is like it's everything. It was all the good stuff from Breath of the Wild, plus all the stuff that Breath of the Wild was missing.
yeah.
That is the best way that I can explain.
Besides the story, what was it missing? Just curious.
Um,
Like several, like with the exception of the bombs, I don't think I used any of the abilities other than the areas that they were required.
yeah.
But in this game, I think I use all of the ability. I think Ascend is the least useful, but that does not make it useless.
Like Cryonis.
Yeah, Cryonis was basically useless except for the places that it was absolutely forced. Same
Yeah.
with the Magnetize ability. Completely useless except the very few places that it was absolutely forced.
Yeah.
Didn't you use Time Stop a lot?
When you get it upgraded.
It gets upgraded?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
you can
you upgrade all of them eventually, right?
yeah. The upgrade to Time Stop makes it to where it's usable on enemies.
Yeah. I never got to that part. I was trying to beat Breath of the Wild so fast. Another thing, and while I don't personally, while I'm not a master of it, like
There you go, Kev. You
the
were advertised.
the resource management in this is very different. So like for example, like there was no point, like if you ever had any ores, there's like almost no point in having them except to sell them. But in this game, everything has a literal purpose to use. But again, resource management isn't my forte, so I'm not like gushing over it. But I do see that as a positive for the general gaming experience for most people. So,
I see.
yeah. Like, even Keith's eyeballs, like, those aren't just for mixing potions. They actually have an attack purpose. Pine cones,
Useful.
Yeah. Like, pine cones have a use. Like, they weren't in Breath of the Wild, but they give a burst of, instead of me setting down 4 or 5 woods, I can set
Keith's
down one
eyes
wood.
might be the most useful monster part in the game.
Yeah.
What do they do?
Which monster part was
They
it?
allow your arrows to heat seek,
Yeah.
and they always find the weak spot.
Wait, so it makes arrows track?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. I think one downside that I've noticed so far, somebody mentioned it, rupees are really hard to come by. And if rupees are really hard to come by, what ends up happening is, oh, that's not far enough. How do I
They
get it?
probably changed it because of the complaints of there were too many of them in Breath of the Wild.
True, but part of the reason there was so many rupees was because like you had a lot of ores that were kind of pointless. Now it's in reverse, where if I want, so suppose I want to buy, like when I went to buy the Rito set, I sacrificed my ore so that I could, because that has the highest sell price, so that I could buy it. But now I have to make sure that I either find more ore to sell, or like figure out like a bunch of different tricks or game hacks to try to get there. How do I get this from there to there? So it's not
Doesn't the ore turn weapons into like elemental weapons?
yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I would never, ever use it for that purpose.
Oh really? The elemental weapons are that bad? Gotcha.
No, it's just that the sell price for the ore is too good.
Yeah. As I was saying. So
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
I do eventually want to
Oh,
get this game, so I'm learning here.
I don't remember if I told you, but did you know about the little gotcha machines and using the batteries?
Yeah. You told me to use
Okay.
5.
I've talked to a few people about it, so I just wanted to make sure that I had told you, because that's incredibly good information. So.
Yeah. No, you made sure to